This is my end of 2023 fleet update. I'm going to start with this car. This is my most recent project I picked up from their insurance auction. It's a 2009 Chevy Cobalt, and it had rear quarter panel damage, and it was missing the rear bumper. I'm in the process of repairing that. I just have to do some finishing work on it. I do have a color matched paint for this, so it should match pretty close, and then I'm going to try to find a color matched bumper, but this one here is just temporary to get me through the State Patrol inspection. So I only got a little bit more work on this to do, and then it'll be ready for inspection. This car only has 58,026 miles on it. It is a really clean car and in excellent shape. And once I get it inspected and finish up the body work, I'm probably going to get rid of this car. With only 58,000 miles, it still has a lot of life left. So hopefully when the weather gets a little bit better, I can do the color match paint job. You don't have to have a color matched paint job. It can be mismatched in order to pass the State Patrol inspection. So I'm going to get that done first, and hopefully by early 2024, this one should be ready to go. With only 58,000 miles, of course, this car is in perfect shape, so there's really not a whole lot to say about it. Yeah, I do love the color on this car. And my next one is a 2009 Chevy Cobalt, and both these are LTs. I rebuilt this one, I think I had it rebuilt in June is when I got the State Patrol inspection. This car I'm going to save for a backup car while I work on my daily driver. This one has 130,259 miles on it. And with this one I'm going to do a leather interior conversion. And I've already replaced the gauge package and the leather wrap steering wheel, and added the A-pillar gauge pod. And I'm going to be replacing the factory boost gauge that came with the gauge pod with a OBD2 gauge. Interior is in really clean shape. So this one originally had suspension damage. I completely went through and replaced all the front end suspension, replaced all 4 wheels with alloy wheels. I added the Pioneer factory subwoofer. And a couple things I want to do to this car is I need to detail the engine compartment and paint the valve cover. So I added the ZZP oil filler, billet oil filler cap, and the ZZP Performance coil cover. But I need to remove the valve cover, paint that. I'm going to probably paint it black, add the strut brace and a cold air intake. And this one should be ready to use for a while. And next is my 2009 Chevy Cobalt. And this is the one I bought new. This has 332,248 miles on it. And of course I already added the OBD2 gauge and the factory Chevy Cobalt SS A-pillar gauge pod. This car has given me absolutely no problems for the entire time I've owned it, except for basic maintenance. I did all the basic ZZP upgrades, K&N cold air intake, strut brace, ZZP, coil pack cover, billet oil filler cap, blacked out headlights. I did a 5-lug wheel conversion with the Chevy Cobalt SS wheels. I do have a black Chevy Cobalt SS bumper that I have for this car, which I'm going to install. And then I most recently added the ZZP rear sway bar, and I put a trailer hitch on it. So this one's been absolutely joy to own. And yeah, with regular maintenance, these cars do run forever. Then here's my 2006 Chevy Cobalt. Now this one I originally was going to do a Chevy Cobalt SS swap, but in the state I'm in, you have to have all the receipts for everything you replace on the car, anything major, so the engine, transmission, any body panels, you'd have to have receipts for. And because I would be using all parts I already had, it's almost impossible to get it inspected, to get a new title, you know. So really there's not a lot I can do with this except for part it out. And here is the Chevy Cobalt side skirts that I have for my daily driver, my 2009 Chevy Cobalt. I'm going to be installing those. I'm going to do a axle upgrade to the disc brakes for the rear of my 2009 Chevy Cobalt, my daily driver. And then this is the Chevy Cobalt SS bumper that I most recently picked up for my black car. And that is my 2023 fleet update. I do have a couple cars that I have bids on that I'm hoping to get in early next year. One is a 2006 Pontiac Soleste, and that's going to be a fun project. It has front end damage, but it has the same powertrain as the Chevy Cobalt SS. And then in another state, I have a pre-bid, or I'm watching a 2009 Chevy Cobalt SS that I'm hoping goes up for bid pretty quick. So I'm gonna hopefully buy that and then have it shipped to me. Because it's about 2,000 miles away, it's going to cost a couple $1,000s to have it shipped, and then whatever it costs for the car. But I plan on doing a complete SS conversion to this car, and while I'm doing the SS conversion to my black car, I'll be daily driving my red car. I do plan on trying to drive this one as much as possible when I'm doing the conversion. Because other than the engine transmission, I can do everything else as I'm driving it daily, with doing a little bit of work every day. And that is my end of year 2023 fleet update. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. A little bonus, this is my 1971 Dodge Charger. In this car, I'm going to eventually do a resto mod. I'm going to put an entire modern Dodge Charger powertrain in it, probably from a 2015 Hemi. And had this car since I was 16, so I do want to do something really cool with it. It's kind of taken the back burner because I really do need all my garage space for a project like this. So if you're interested in seeing something like that, leave a comment, and I will definitely put this on the list of projects to do. I'm going to leave some of my channel analytics at the very end of this video.